start learning to take nothing personal. Because literally, no matter what the situation is, if you take something personal, whether it's supposed to be or it isn't, there is no benefit to you. So start learning to step away from your emotions and not be so sensitive about everything. Because think about it, realistically, if you were to take something personal, you only have a negative effect on yourself because you're just going to keep it inside of your brain, and that's all you're going to be thinking about is what happened in that scenario, if you get what I'm saying. So, like, for example, if someone insulted you, deliberately trying to get inside of your head, and you take it personally, then they won. They already did what they were trying to do. But if you can train yourself to actually not take everything personally, you're gonna realize that you'll I feel like you'd be way less stressed out so much because you wouldn't worry about what others think of you anymore. And you wouldn't really care what they say in a sense. Because if you stop taking everything personally, right? You technically speaking wouldn't it'd be very, very, very hard for you to get offended by anything, which is what triggers people off, and that's what really I feel like holds people back. Because then those type of people, they can't ever laugh at themselves. You can't make a joke about them, otherwise they just storm out or they like freak out on you, and nobody really likes those people anyways. But you should really just step away. I'm not saying like go full just man mode or whatever, but like don't necessarily be allowed don't don't allow yourself to get offended by certain things, especially if it's something as little as someone makes fun of like your haircut or the way you look. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but like if you truly can just train yourself to not care so much, you're going to be way better in the long run. You literally get no benefit from taking anything personally, even if it was like, say someone insults you and they're actually trying to just they're trying to get personal and they're trying to like ruin your day or whatever. You taking it personal is just gonna ruin the rest of your day. So if you can really train yourself to stop taking it personally, no matter if it's good or bad, you will put yourself ahead of everybody else, because now you're giving your brain enough room to think about other things that actually matter other than just when someone insulted you this one day at this one time at this one evening. Nobody cares, right? So this gives you time to start thinking about things that actually matter, like working on that skill that you've been wanting to work on. You can, I mean, even stuff that really doesn't matter at all, like you want to go watch that movie or whatever, go watch that movie, and you're not going to be thinking about who insulted you a week ago or who insulted you that day. And if they did insult you that day, you're not going to yap about it and start a whole drama thing talking about it with everybody else, because like I said, if you don't take it personally, that means you didn't get offended by it no matter what it was. Therefore, you don't care. And you will benefit from this, I feel like, a lot, really. I mean, just no matter what the situation is, you always feel good, because no matter what somebody says, no matter what somebody does to you, you're not gonna care, because if you can train yourself to not take everything personally, it can open you up a lot of doors. And there's also a lot of people that when they do take stuff way too personal, it ruins a lot of relationships, and people just don't want to be around you because, like, let's be honest. I mean, I get it. If you're getting made fun of like every single day, same person or whatever, it gets annoying. And then it is good to confront somebody like that. But like, if you're in like a friend group, let's be honest, everybody makes fun of each other, especially in like dude friend groups. So like, when you have that one guy who just can't take it, but he can dish it out, those are like the worst people to be around, and nobody likes them. And then this is what I mean by don't take anything personally, because you need to learn to laugh at yourself. If you really can laugh at yourself, I feel like you'd respect yourself even more. I'm not saying let people walk all over you, but like, learn to giggle at yourself every now and then, because it really could help you, and it could help your relationships with other people, because now they know that you're not so on guard all the time. You're not in this cage, and like, if anybody does anything or says anything to you, it's just gonna set you off. And then people, they can start being themselves more. Like, and I feel like if you don't get upset when they do make fun of you, they're just gonna stop making fun of you anyways, because if their goal was to make you mad and it's not working, they're gonna stop. So very rarely are they gonna keep going. But you really should just stop taking it personal. Really, that's it. I mean, you get no benefit from it. There's no point in taking anything personally, because it just lingers in your brain, and that's all you think about for the whole time. And some people can get really extreme about it, where they think and talk about it for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, and there's just no point. Stop taking everything personal. It gives you time to work on yourself more, because your brain's gonna think about other things that actually matter, other than when somebody said your haircut sucks. Like, nobody cares. Now you can go read that book you always wanted, hang out with your friends like you always wanted, go learn a new language like you've always wanted, go learn some skill, go make more money, whatever. And you won't have this burden on you of, well, what if this happened differently? Because that's how I was a little bit for a while, until I realized, I was like, you know what, maybe it's a good idea to like laugh at myself a little bit and get out of my comfort zone, because like, people just like you more anyways. And that's the thing I realized, like, when people can like make fun of me and I can make fun of them, and it's just back and forth. Like, I'm not saying like straight up harassing or bullying each other, but like, make fun of each other every now and then. You guys can just handle it. Those are usually like some of like the best people to be around, because they can dish it out, they can take it. You can dish out, you can take it. So you get to say whatever you want. I mean, you don't have to feel like you don't have to tiptoe around everybody. You can now finally be yourself. And then when they make fun of you, it teaches you to laugh at yourself a little bit. And there's a difference between full on letting people walk all over you and just learning to laugh at yourself. There's a whole difference. Laughing at yourself is like when you're with your friends, whatever. And then getting walked over is like some random just comes up and just starts harassing you for no reason. You just let it happen. That's completely different. Don't be that guy. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're with a group of friends and you guys are all making fun of each other, because at least with dudes, this happens all the time. And you're that one guy who's just a little bitch about it. Like, dude, come on. There's like so much more in life to worry about, other than somebody like making fun of you one time. Who cares? Realistically, who does? So just learn to not take everything so personal. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit, and just focus on other things that actually matter, things that are actually going to benefit you. You pondering and thinking about what happened this day is literally never going to help you at all. It's just going to waste you so much time, and you are going to realize that real fast. Just like try it for like a week or a month. Just no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, just don't take it personal. Literally, no matter what happens, do it for a month and see how you feel. Because I'm telling you, bro, like, if you really just stop caring so much about what other people think and say about you, you're gonna get far. It's gonna help you more than anything. Because if you take everything personal, right? Let's say you want to start social media, but you take everything personal, and somebody comes up to you and tells you that you're never gonna be anything. Boom, you took it personal. Now you're gonna be thinking about that thought all the time, and then you're never ever gonna start that social media because you're so scared about what other people think. And then if you take a person that takes nothing personal, same situation happens to them, they're still gonna start the social media anyways because they don't care. It's the same thing with if you wanna try a new sport that's not really common in your area. People make fun of people for anything and any type of bullshit. And if you learn to just deal with it, like obviously confront it when certain things happen, you want to confront it. You don't want to just let them keep doing it. But like I said, there's a difference between a random doing it and then like friends or people you're trying to get close with. Those are completely different. But if you want to try something new, anything new or different, you're gonna get made fun of for it. Like literally, there's people out there that'll make fun of you for going to the gym. There's people out there that make fun of you for eating healthy. There's people that make fun of you for trying to take care of yourself. They make fun of everything because they're just pieces of shit. I mean, they can't figure their own life out, so they make fun of you because you're trying to do better. And those are losers, and I don't know why you're listening to them anyways, but just learn to stop taking everything so personal. I promise you, bro. Your life really will change when you start doing that because you'll stop thinking or caring about what other people think or do. Obviously, everybody, no, I don't care what nobody says. Everybody, to an extent, cares about what others think. That's why people get dressed well. That's why some people wear makeup. That's why people take care of themselves, is so they do look good to other people. But there's levels to it to where like you're thinking about it way too much to where it's actually stopping you from doing what you want to do. And that's when you need to realize, like if that's happening to you right now, that's when it should kick in. Okay, it's time to step back a bit and start caring about myself more than these other people because they're just randoms anyway, so who cares? Most time you won't even ever see them again. Like if it's people at school, once you graduate, you guys are not seeing each other ever again, unless you stay in your hometown. But if you leave your hometown, the chances are very slim. So realistically, well, you shouldn't care anyways, because why would you? But yeah, man, stop taking everything so personally. Just do what you want to do. I mean, you got one life, you might as well live it, right? But as always, life isn't too short to make a change.